I'm Justin Mott, and welcome to my home here in Hanoi, Vietnam. And if you're new here, my channel is dedicated to all things photography from the perspective of a full-time working professional. And today, I'm going to share with you guys what AI thinks is the best camera or cameras of all time. So here is the answer. I'd love to hear what you guys think, if you agree, if you disagree. I've owned some of these cameras. I'll tell you at the end of this episode. Let me know which cameras you owned, or if there's a camera out there that you thought should have made the list that didn't. Let me know in the comments section. I think this would be a fun little banter. So, okay, here's the answer. Determining the best camera of all time is highly subjective and depends on the criteria used, whether it's technological innovation, impact on photography, usability, or overall influence. However, a few cameras stand out in history for various reasons. Number one on the list, how apropos considering my channel is very Leica focused, is the Leica M3 from 1954. Why it's special? Well, the Leica M3 is often hailed as one of the greatest cameras ever made. It was the first Leica M series camera, and it's revered for its build quality, precision, and reliability. The M3 introduced the iconic M mount, which is still in use today, and its rangefinder system set a new standard for focusing, accuracy, and speed. It's solidified by Leica's reputation as a maker of premium cameras and became a favorite among professional photographers, including many photojournalists. I gotta agree. I mean, I think it's a great number one, it's a great system, and without it, I don't have my M10D, which is my favorite camera of all time. Number two on the list is the Nikon F, or if you're in the States, Nikon F. And this camera was developed in 1959. Again, I'm going off what AI says here. Why it's so special, AI says? Well, the Nikon F is often credited with bringing the single lens reflex SLR camera into the mainstream for professionals. It was a workhorse camera that could be customized with various accessories, including motor drives and interchangeable viewfinders. The impact, it goes on to say, the Nikon F played a crucial role in the rise of Nikon as a major camera manufacturer and was widely used by photojournalists during the Vietnam War, contributing to its legendary status. Also apropos, because I am here in Vietnam. Luckily, there is no longer a war. Yeah, I've never used that camera, but of course it's legendary. Many people swear by it. Moving on to number three, the Canon EOS 5D Mark II, 2008. Wow, this camera plays a huge role in my life, but I'll tell you what AI thinks first. Why it's so special, the Canon 5D Mark II was the first DSLR, digital SLR, to feature full HD video recording, making it a game changer for both photography and filmmaking. It democratized video production and became a go-to for indie filmmakers. All right, interrupted by construction and my dog's going nuts, so he's gonna finish this episode with me. So the impact of this camera, the 5D Mark II, blurred the lines between still photography and video production, influencing both industries profoundly. And yeah, I have to say that's true. I never thought of going into video, shooting video. I never really felt confident about it, but when that camera came out, oh boy, did I dive in, and that changed my career drastically. That led to me starting a whole video production company, Mott Visuals, and building a whole career out of that company, shooting luxury hotels. And there was just so much that camera opened up. I remember the Vincent Laforet thing. It's like, oh, he's a photographer and he's making videos and he's making commercials. And people were like, wow, it's amazing. And everyone bought in, and it was a huge revolution, had a huge impact on my career. So I completely agree. I don't think that camera gets enough credit. Next on AI's list is the Sony A7R4 2019. Why it's so special? The Sony A7R4 represents the pinnacle of mirrorless camera technology with its 61 megapixel full-frame sensor, fast autofocus, and compact design. It has pushed the boundaries of resolution and image quality in a mirrorless format. The impact of this camera, Sony's A7 series, has significantly influenced the shift from DSLR to mirrorless cameras, offering high-end features in a smaller, lighter package. Also true, also a camera that I've owned. Actually, I think I've owned everything on this except the Leica, but I've owned a newer version of Leica, and the Nikon. And this camera, actually, we use for my Mott Visuals business for all of our high-end commercial photography. When I need a high megapixel camera, that's what I use. The focus is amazing. The sensor is really great on it. It's still a Sony, so the menu system still does suck, but it's an incredible camera. It's a light size. And for that price, you can't really beat it, in my opinion. So I'm sure people have some arguments on why it shouldn't, but I don't know. I love it. I've used it, so I can say from experience, it's an incredible camera. Next on the list is the Hasselblad 500C 1957. I've also owned this camera. Why it's special, AI says, is the Hasselblad 500C is an iconic medium format camera known for its modular design and exceptional image quality. It was famously used during the Apollo missions, capturing some of the most iconic images in history, including the first photos on the moon. Impact of this camera, the 500C, became synonymous with high-end professional photography, particularly in studio and fashion work. Yeah, I only used it for a short period of time. I dabbled in film, but it's a great camera. Obviously, it's a beautiful camera. Obviously, if you see it, I'll put some pictures up. Okay, moving on to the Polaroid SX70 1972. Why it's special? The Polaroid SX70 was a groundbreaking instant camera that allowed photographers to see their images within minutes of taking them. It was the first fully automatic single lens reflex camera for instant film. The impact of the SX70 brought instant photography to the masses and became a cultural icon, influencing the way people interacted with and shared photography. Can't argue with that. Actually, a very cool camera I've played around with before. Amazing. And number 7 on the list, the Apple iPhone 2007 to present. Why it's special? Well, not a traditional camera. The iPhone revolutionized photography by making high-quality cameras ubiquitous. The iPhone's camera has improved with each iteration, making it one of the most widely used cameras in the world. Impact: the iPhone has democratized photography, allowing anyone to take and share high-quality images instantly. High quality, yeah. Good quality, well, not so sure. It has also played a significant role in the rise of social media platforms centered around visual content. Very true, and definitely worthy of making this list. So the conclusion, it says, each of these cameras has its own claim to being the best of all time, depending on the context. The Leica M3 might be the best for build quality and the historical significance. The Nikon F for its impact on professional photography. Also true, and the Canon 5D Mark II for revolutionizing video. Ultimately, the best camera is the one that meets a photographer's specific needs and helps them achieve their creative vision. Also true. So I thought this was interesting. This is part of my little Ask AI. I've been using ChatGPT. It's been a lot of fun. It's a great way to learn. You want to learn photography? I mean, learn from me. I do have my classes at askmott.com. You want to learn some basic, specific things, though? Ask AI. Actually, it's quite knowledgeable. It's just a great way to learn. Anyway, as far as cameras that should have made the list that didn't, maybe you swap out the Sony and replace it with the little Ricoh, the GR series. That is a camera that has quite a niche market. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Check out my online store at askmott.com. I've got a variety of one-on-one classes, workshops, presets, and prints that you can download, print yourself, or have shipped to your house. You can also hire me to do a private workshop anywhere in the world. All that information is in the link below at askmott.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to have a wonderful day. Okay, you can go. Say goodbye. Go terrorize the construction guys. Construction's not fun until it's over.